Okay, so hello people. So let's solve today's daily question, that is 458, poor pig. And in this we are having buckets which are of liquid, where exactly one of the bucket is poisonous, and to figure out which of the bucket is poisonous, we'll be feeding some number of pigs the liquid to see whether the pig will die or not. Unfortunately, we'll be having minutes, certain amount of minutes to test that whether to find which bucket is poisonous. Okay, and in this we can you can feed the pigs according to these steps only, which use some live pigs to feed. Okay, and for each pig, choose which buckets to feed it, and then the pig will consume all the chosen buckets simultaneously and will take no time. Okay, so like this means that feeding the pigs will take no time, and each pig can be fed from any number of buckets, and each bucket can be fed from by any number of pigs. Okay, and wait for minutes to die is like after like testing. Let's say if we the pig tested the first bucket and that is pointless, so we are also given a variable minutes to die, which will tell us that after eating from the poisonous bucket, after how many minutes that the pig will die, and you may not feed any other pigs during this time. Okay, and after minutes to die have passed, any pigs that have been fed by the poisonous bucket will die, and the results are white. Okay, and we'll be repeating this process until we run out of time. Okay, so in this we'll be given three parameters: buckets, minutes to die, and minutes to test, and we have to return the minimum number of pigs uh, to figure out which of the bucket is poisonous. Okay, so let's move to the explanation of test cases. And let's say in this we are given that bucket 4, and in this let's say we are given uh, we have to determine that which bucket can be poisonous, and we have to return the minimum number of pigs for determining it. Okay, so in this we are having 15 minutes to die and 15 minutes to complete the whole procedure. Okay, so this means that after 15 minutes one of the pigs will die. So let's say at time 0 we'll be feeding the first pigs bucket 1 and bucket 2, and this will be feeding the second pig buckets 2 and 3. Okay, so after 15 minutes, like after the minutes to test, and in this case as the minutes to die are same, so after 15 minutes we'll be getting our result. So we'll be seeing that if only the first pig dies, that means that the bucket 1 must be poisonous, and if only the second pig dies, then this means that bucket 3 must be poisonous, and if both the pig dies, then that means that bucket 2 is poisonous, and if neither of the pigs die, that means that bucket 4 is poisonous. Okay, so this is more of a logical thinking question than approaching it like by the dynamic programming. So let's say we are having uh, let's use some of the logical question for this. Let's say I am having okay, first uh, okay, let me draw some more circles. Okay, not this. So, okay, just a second. Okay, so yeah, let's say we are having nine balls: one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, and 9. And out of this eight balls are identical, and one ball is heavy. Let's say the ball with red color is heavy. So I need to tell, let's say, the minimum number of comparisons to find which of the ball is heavy. So this I can do by simply dividing it into the partition of 3 each. Okay, let's say I'm also having a weighing scale, and the condition is that I can only use that weighing scale twice. Okay, so this is how you can think this question logically. Like, this is not the exact solution for this, but just an example to demonstrate how you can think logically for this. So let's divide it. Let's say these are the three combinations I make. Okay, so let's say first I pick up the set of these two balls, as I'm having only two times I can use the weighing machine. So let's say if I choose this two and I just ignore this set, so when I'll use a weighing machine, it will balance these this balls, because these are all, these six balls are identical, and if I divide it into 3 and 3, this will still result in the same weight. Okay, so that means that I am having the heavy ball in this set. Okay, so by now I've used a weighing machine once. Okay, so now if I try to if I just pick any two random balls, let's say ball number, let's say 2, and this is 1, and this is 3. Okay, yeah. So let's say weighing scale basically which I am having is analog one. Okay, so if I put balls 2 and 3 in the weighing scale, uh, okay, so this will also balance out as these two are identical. So this means that the first ball is heavier, or otherwise if I choose, let's say, 1 and first and second ball, the weighing scale will be uh, uh, slightly towards the first ball, because as it is heavier. So this is how we can find that which of the ball is heavy. Okay, so this is how we can think of this question using logical ability and not by just using the dynamic programming. So if I see that at the end of the particular question I will be having number of tests will be equal to I'm just writing means to test divided by min to die plus 1. In that I'll be having this much number of test results. Okay, so let's say I have initialized a variable to 0, and while test to the power result, okay, just yeah, while test to the power result is less than the okay, not here, yeah, less than the number of buckets, I'll be doing result plus plus, and at the end I'll be returning result. Okay, so what this basically the code will do, let's say I can perform only maximum number of 2 tests. Okay, so while two result at this point I haven't used any number of pigs. Okay, so after a particular time I'll be increasing the number of pigs. So this is how I can solve this question. So this let's move to the coding window now. Let me just zoom it. Let's say these are let's initialize a variable, let's say test with minutes minute to test divided by minute to die plus 1, and then let's have a variable and let's say result. The result will be initialized with 0, like if this is the minimum number of pics by now we have, and then while math dot power test comma result is less than buckets, what I'll be doing result plus plus result plus plus, and at the end I'll be just returning result. Okay, so I guess this should get accepted. Yeah, and it gets accepted. Now let's submit it. Yeah, and as you can see it works fine. Okay, so this was it for today. Thank you for watching.